Finally, The Rock has come back to MTG Arena. Ah, baby. Some of you have no idea why I'm doing a terrible Rock impression to start the video, and some of you know exactly where this is going. And where it's going is that green and black mid-range value, little bit of value, little bit of control, long ago in Magic the Gathering, grew the nickname The Rock and its minions, because back then, the person who built the deck could give it a funky name, and the name might actually stick. Because, you know, we didn't just call everything Golgari mid-range back in the day. We named stuff creatively after our favorite characters on TV shows. Anyway, green-black mid-range, The Rock is back. And this deck has its origins in a tweet I got. Now, I get asked kind of every single day, how can I send you a deck list? How can I send you a deck list? And actually, I don't get asked that question every day. I just get deck lists. They just get sent to my email. They just get sent to me on Discord. They get thrown at me in the Twitch comment section. So here's what's up, guys. I figured it out. If you want to show me a deck, you can @ me on Twitter. Please don't DM me anywhere. There's too many, and it like clouds it to the point that I can't read the DMs I need to read or get my business done, because I'm getting DMs that are very distracting all the time. So don't DM me anywhere, please, especially on Twitter. But you can @ me if you want to tag me on Twitter. That's when I'm going through like my ats or my mentions on Twitter. That's where I tend to notice deck lists the most, and that's how I ran into this one from Michael Flores. That name means a lot to me. It may not mean a lot to you, depending on when you got into Magic or how deeply you've gotten into competitive and professional Magic, but it means a lot to me. Michael Flores is currently still a writer on CoolStuffInc.com, so check that out, mutual sponsor. But one of the originators, one of the original strategy writers for Magic the Gathering, when you hear me use terms like who's the beatdown, Michael Flores invented the question of who's the beatdown with a classic article that you can still look up today. And a Pro Tour competitor and great podcaster. Absolutely loved his podcast with Patrick Chapin. If I picked who was in the MTG Hall of Fame, I would pick Michael Flores in the top 10. And I'm not kidding. And I found out a few months ago that he actually watched my channel, which like hit me like a lightning bolt off the top of the deck. But he tweeted at me to share that he was playing a green-black version of the Blood in the Snow kind of strategies I did in 2022 Standard. He said that he based it on my Eliwick deck, which we just replaced Eliwick with Ren and 7. And so I was like, yeah, I definitely am going to play that. So here we are. I've made a few changes from what Michael sent me, but it comes over the course of the video. I've already played the games, and I started with the exact list, and I made some tweaks here and there to try to meet the best of one meta that I'm seeing right now on Mythic Ladder, as those things do change pretty often. And I ended up adding Meathook Massacre to the deck. I think that it is genuinely one of the best things that the Blood on the Snow decks can be doing. And I think that Blood Money, whether it's black, white, mono black, whatever it is, probably needs to look into Meathook Massacre, because this gives you a way to, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life, you just kind of pick away at them. They slowly die as they try to fight their way through your Lulths and your Shambling Gas, your Eye Twitches, and your Mascot Exhibitions. And then on the other hand, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, which this deck is also good at, you gain 1 life. And it solves one of the big problems of if you don't draw Blood in the Snow, sometimes you just die, while Meathook Massacre functions as the additional sweeper the deck was really looking for. Along the way, we've got some other sweet cards, basically Ren and 7. What a house this card has turned out to be. And this deck getting to run Binding the Old Gods to deal with the opponent's Ren and 7s and Chariots is a big game as well. In my Learn board, I added another Containment Breach to pick off more Chariots, and I added Field of Ruin to the mana base to pick off Book of Exalted Deeds nonsense, but also to battle opposing creature lands, which I don't think there's enough Field of Ruins being run right now. There's a lot of Ren and 7. There aren't many Field of Ruins. Everybody's like putting in a lot of creature lands, but they don't make space for Field of Ruin, and I think that you should. Ren 7 can hit it. It functions like a removal spell, but it can hold back multiple creature lands because whichever one they power up is going to get blown up. Serves a huge tempo advantage. I think it's worth it. I think that more Field of Ruin should be played. And aside from that, you probably know the strategy if you've watched the channel for a while. You take up your early game with cards like Deadly Dispute and Prosperous Innkeeper. You take up your mid game with Planeswalkers and Binding the Old Gods. And in the late game, you just Blood on the Snow and bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Hit them with the rock bottom over and over and over until those stone cold players stay down. Stay down. Anyway, if you were wondering about the belt, as many of you may or may not have seen the belt, this was a birthday gift from my mods and my wife and MTG Nerd Girl and other friends of the channel. It says the one and best of one on it. It has sweet nameplates as well. I'm holding it upside down. Quality content as always. But yeah, this was a really sweet birthday present last month and thought with the intro, it'd be a good time to show it off. So again, if you want to follow me on Twitter, link in the description. If you @ me on Twitter and post your deck list, I will probably look at it because that's most of what I do on Twitter. It is the main use I use Twitter for, is looking at deck lists. So if you actually want to get seen, that's a good way to do it. And other than that, just saying, 9,990 followers. It's way cooler to follow me before I hit 10K than after. Because if you follow me before 10K, you can say before he was Twitter famous. So help me break those 5 digits, and thank you. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Gengar. What have you got? Let's see. I mean, is this a keep? We'll draw Swamp, right? Easily. Right off the top. Boom. So the logic there is I'll just play 2 Innkeepers and a Binding if I don't draw the Swamp. And it looks like right away we're gonna have trouble. Various Prismari control piles are really tough to beat. We'll need things to go pretty well. Jeskai. Okay. Angel acquired. Opponent feeling good. Let's just kill it. Since Binding gets us more lands anyway. Starnheim Unleash Jeskai. Maybe it'll be a Cody deck. So we have the Valky. Do we want to get double black, which we can probably draw into anyway, or do we get the red? I'm gonna get the 1 red in the deck. Might be a little loose. Definitely telegraphs the Valky. Could have done it in the other order. Gain 1 more life. Misplay. Start a new count for the day. There's the Cody. And it looks like they have the mana to defend the Cody. We have the Death Touch, though. They'll never expect it. We're missing the land for the Blood on the Snow. Pretty sad. Let's try this. Might get countered here. No, they don't have one. But we still can't Blood on the Snow. Could play Ren and Dig. Ren and Dig. I think so. This could be a Disdainful Stroke. That would be a blowout. But I think we need to play kind of aggressive. Let's hit those lands. Tapped land lets us play Blood on the Snow next turn. Untapped land plays a Shambling Ghast. Plussing Ren could probably get us to the land next turn anyway. All right, Cody, what do you do? How many turns will you take? How many Alrund's Epiphanies are we in for? All right, there's 6. I guess they need another mana for an Alrund's, an untapped. Oh, hands off Ren. Huh? What you doing? Okay, they want more white mana available. It's Lorehold Command. Hitting Sunset Revelry. And making a 3/2. So this will get them 2 1/1s and draw a card. That's really good. And for life, yep, the whole enchilada. That's a pretty great addition to Cody. The first thing I've seen added to Cody that I really like. Yeah, would have loved to cast Blood on the Snow here. Ended up with no Ren and no land for it. I think that's okay though. See if they give me a block. They do. Nice. These are all snow? They are. Destroy all creatures. Put one in the opponent's misplay category. So they can power up, with an untapped land, they can power up the hall. Let's tree folk up. Can't quite stop the hall. Man, if they power up hall and attack, I wonder if I even block. Maybe I'm supposed to attack them and let Ren go. And just turn the tempo. Divide by 0. Teachings. Sure. I guess they're looking for Doomscar. They might already have it. They're missing land. Go big or go home. Again, they can power this up and kill the Valky, but then they're just dying, right? That's rude. That's ice cold. Maybe I should have seen that one coming. I don't know. Would I do something a lot differently? Interesting. That is a way to kill the Valky. It's not that much better than powering up the hall, though. Maybe they don't think about charging up their hall. Oh, they had something else to do with their mana. It's totally fine. Can hit him for 12. Hit him for 12, play another Planeswalker, another Ren. Or we create a really big battlefield of blockers and hit him for 8, which I think is fine. Oh, this one's face up. We'll play this one. All right, how will you navigate? Undo inversion, blow up everything. Everything. So tempting to just mascot and make creatures, but I don't think we need to keep pressure on them. I think I take Confront the Past or the Containment Breach to kill a Cody. We have a Binding to kill a Cody. So we'll take Confront. Hit him. Down to 3. Wolf. Make some critters.
You require my... Aren't I the generous one?
They also block birds. The scoop. The card exiled was Doomscar. Number 60. The Ghast, the Binding, the Wren. On the draw. I think I keep it. Ghast is kind of that good. Maybe we'll just draw a Deadly Dispute and be fine. No courtesy tap. Kids these days. Alright, I like Eye Twitch instead. Maybe we get to block it, maybe they remove it, and then we get to fill our turn 2 or turn 3 with a lesson. Green doing nothing. Okay. Well, our curve filled in nicely. Let's serve him up a little bat beatdown. Mammoth is their first play of the game. I guess we could threaten a double block and then a -1/-1 if they don't have land, but they must have land because they didn't have any 2s or 1 or 2 drops. So whatever we're doing is a chump block. I think we just keep them both back though. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush to damage your opponent. I think attacking with Ghast and hoping to bind this would be a bit unnecessary. Yep, there's a brawl. Big surprise. Yep, there's the attack. So, let's go with the Ghast first, as far as chump blocking goes. Make the treasure. And the opponent says go. So we could play a Wren, we could play a Lulth, we could play a Binding. This is their only creature. I think the odds of a Snakeskin Veil are pretty good. They didn't cast anything else and they just sat on this. So I don't want to run my Binding into a Veil. For me, this is a Lulth. Lots of blockers and the threat to make more cards. The opponent doesn't have a trampler yet.
Do what I demand.
It's reasonably likely to stick around. There's your Chariot. Eye Twitch will get us a Containment Breach, but we still have to watch out for a Snakeskin Veil. Let's see if we can kill it. Or if that will draw out the Veil. Three dead creatures completely reloads the Lulth, so we can just make more spiders, and we can go get the Containment Breach.
I will get what I... My power is for annihilation. Subservience will be rewarded.
Okay. Could play this and use up the treasure. Could play this and go get land. I think we need the land, to be honest. I don't want to miss land drops at any point in the game. There we go. 3 of them. We're set for a minute.
We will slay our enemies.
Brawl. They still have to attack with enough things to go, like, around, and they want to attack with the Chariot. And they still have to go around a spider, so it's a little awkward for them. They're gonna power up Lair. See how they do this? They're gonna send everything at Ren. And we can save Ren. Interesting. They didn't power up the chariot. They did tap out now, so we can kill it. And they know about the breach. I wonder if we plus the Ren or we just ramp here.
We blossom and thrive.
Play the Skullport Merchant to do some defense. Play the Containment Breach on the chariot. Minus the Lulf, make the spiders.
I'm sure you'll miss me. My will cannot be denied.
Let Ren do Ren things. Trying to hold back the bindings for the opponent's Rens. I'm not sure that this version of Mono Green will have them, but considering how slow the early game went, it probably will. Also, hitting Pack Leader is fine. It's a card advantage tool. Is that last card a Snakeskin Veil? It's a good question. Huh. Opponent wants to get frisky. Yeah, let's just kill him. Kill the cats.
Rich soil grows mighty.
Alright, so if they're going to use a Veil, I want them to protect the troll, I think. I don't want to give them cards. Resolves. That's nice. I'm into that. And yep, still no attacks. Gotta defend against that layer. Another chariot, fun. Another land, fun. Now what? I guess we start utilizing these havens.
Every seed contains
2 more lands. How many Blood on the Snows have we lost? Just 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Yeah. I'm not sure what exactly we'll need the mana for, but we might very well need it. Opponent going to make the 4/4 Trampler. Another one. Their top decks are better than mine. We've got some work to do. Face, huh? Okay. I think they got a little greedy going face, but let's see what happens. I guess they know I really want to kill the chariot, but I also really want Ren alive. How about this? This keeps Ren at 3 loyalty. We can draw a card here, maybe hit that Blood on the Snow. Okay, binding's okay. Takes care of our chariot problem. Let's get that death touch, everybody. It's a chump blocker. Kill it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll need one more untapped land, I guess, to make Haven happen. And we'll go ahead and bin you and make Tree Folk, because I don't think we'll defend it for another round. 13 is a lot. Now you draw a land. What, you're gonna concede to the 13? Come on, Spenny. Come on, Spenny. Well, we ground our way through mono green. I still want to know if we can grind our way through the other Ren and 7 ramp decks. Maybe we'll find out this game. This Eye Twitch can become another land when it dies, and then we can start playing our expensive cards. This is definitely a top-heavy hand. Things could go wrong. Warlock class. Interesting. I don't know if this Eye Twitch is going to die. This Eye Twitch is going to die. It might take another turn. Good top deck. Something about the way that the auto tapper works, it wants to keep open your weird mana, you know? It wants to keep the red mana open in the deck that doesn't use it. All right, level 2. Warlock class and Decayed cards. I really like it with Meathook Massacre. They're running Hostile. I have a deck that's like this. It doesn't run Warlock class though, but I did consider putting one in. One Whittle copy of Warlock class. You know what I'm getting. It's not even a question. Although eventually I'm gonna want to hit this with a Containment Breach. Dispute, huh? I'm telling you, they hate it. Yeah, I think that we land a block with the Innkeeper, then sacrifice it, and go from there. The Witch. We're gonna need blood on the snow. It's gonna have to show up for us. Sure. It's looking good for them. Looking really good. If we don't find blood on the snow, we're gonna get destroyed. In quick succession. I could blow up this Warlock class, but we still take so much damage from the creatures. I think we have to play Lulth. I think we also play the Merchant. I don't think making 1/5/5 with Ren is going to do it with how wide they're going.
I will cull the weak.
But maybe a Spider Factory will help us get there. I don't think they want to attack with that Witch. It's doing a lot for them. This Hive is scary too. That's a lot of menace. Ugh. It's a Ghast. I mean, you got a full grip. There must be a ton of good options. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. 1 mana, destroy target planeswalker? We're in trouble. Exile, by the way.
To the abyss.
I mean, apparently this was a lot of tough choices for them, though. Like, the rope is long. Okay. Good lord. Stop. You're killing me. Yeah, their draw is busted. Let's go ahead and declassify them, at least. Then the massacre has to go at some point. But we need to draw blood in the snow. Nice. We just had of another. Stop. Stop with the value. What a sickening deck. What an absolutely sickening pile. I mean, they should be attacking. Let's see if they do. Hey, they found it. Good for them. This is going to die anyway, so we're going to sack the spider to draw a card. And it's going to be blood in the snow. It's totally going to be blood in the snow. Jesus. Stop! Stop, Village Right. Stop. Why do you have to draw like 50 bazillion cards? Everything about you sucks. I just want you to know that, opponent. Let's try that again. So dead. We are so dead. Oh, you coward. You suck. What does this do? Whenever one or more creatures die, draw once a turn? Alright, can we at least blood on the snow ourselves to death? No, we were never gonna draw it. It was never gonna happen. That was something. That was something. Well, pretty much exactly the hand you want. You want to be able to play the early creature, Deadly Dispute it, and then play the Planeswalker. Trades? What trades? Could have tried to go for a turn 3 Wrenn and 7, but I think it's okay to get a tap land out of the way. I want to wait. Maybe there's something to target with this Shambling Gas, like a Lotus Cobra. Pack Leader. Annoying. Gonna have to draw the sweepers. Haven't drawn them yet. But I guess we can threaten a triple block with this play. Ranger class, huh? Pretty nice cards. Oh, what are we doing? You're gonna try to grow this in attack? I'll block with all. I'll do it. Maybe they don't know about the Shambling Gas minus. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they're going for it. They are going for it. I mean, I'm not letting that value train get rolling. So we get the Containment Breach, we get the Sciences to make sure we get our mana up. Take out this Ranger class, make a Pest, tap land, and we'll dispute later. Of course. Go. What does that mean? Are they afraid of a sweeper? It seems like a heck of a break for us. Here's a tree folk.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
I really need to get out of this turn, though, with a creature on the board. It's a little scary. If all the creatures die, the Deadly Disputes don't do anything. The opponent might throw it all at Ren here. Blizzard Brawl? Son of a... So mean. You gotta love all the answers. But they do have to throw this at Ren, so we can still Deadly Dispute off the Pest.
Our leaves fall.
Alright, let's go get a land. And put out an Innkeeper. Set up a block and a dispute, and we'll try to get to our sweepers and more planeswalkers. We're in a spot where Blood on the Snow probably brings it home. Brutal. Now we have to find the sweeper. All Phyrexian and gross and stuff. Hallelujah. Miracles do happen. Dreams do still come true. Alright, so we're gonna go get a tree folk. I guess we can hold the treasures in the Deadly Dispute if they do something to the tree folk. Alright, let's see if you can get rid of the 7/7 version. Gnarled Professor. We be learning. What you learning? Mascot exhibition. Okay, we're gonna need another sweeper. Fun. How about a haven? No haven, but we didn't lose a sweeper either. Let's sacrifice one of these treasures and get some fresh cards. That is fresh. We'll protect Ren with the 8/8. See if they want to spend their haven getting to Ren. No, they're gonna play a troll. And a sentinel. But not a mascot exhibition. Let's see some more cards. Actually, do we want to mascot these? Will they block this by attack? A 9/9. They might, if they trade these. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. Let's dispute. See another 2 cards. Lulth and Binding. Well, If this is a snakeskin veil, this binding won't work. But if it's not, pretty good. Well, it is. A little bit of a read from the way they had their sentinel open a bit earlier. All right. Let's go for more tree folk. And let's Lolth. I'm gonna try to draw out all of their action into the massacre. And then I'll do the massacre, and I'll be left with giant tree folks, and they'll be left with sad green thoughts. Here it comes. Woo. There it goes. Maui has triggers. You're still at 19. Don't be a coward.
I will. My will cannot be denied.
All right, maybe they have a little less life.
My hatred lives.
Bye-bye, green. Bye-bye. No early plays means mulligan, right? God, it's so bad, though, on the play. All right, better. It is better. Did we really put a Blood on the Snow on the bottom? Our best card. Our best card. One of these has to go, guys. And I don't know which one it is, but I think it's Lolth. I think it's the most replaceable thing. Are you serious, Tom? Tom? Are you just like the biggest moron in the world, or you just excited like a 5-year-old? See? See? Stuff like this. Makes me turn emotes off. Makes me not proud of myself. All right. Makes me wish I'd led on this, but still fine. Still totally fine. Turn 1 Usha. Luminarch, Aspire it. Putting counters on itself. Getting in there with the Usha. Let's go here. Let's go get the Sciences. Make mana happy. Now, do I block with this? I guess I can make a treasure that I can sack to Deadly Dispute, so it's not like I really goof up too badly if I do that. And playing Binding to help fix our mana is going to be critical. As we stumble through our mana towards the Blood on the Snow. I guess they could... Oh, they Brutal Cathar? Ooh. That's terrible for us. Alright, we got a top deck of land. Can we get lucky? Ugh. We can't. This isn't the worst. Could be worse. All curse mono white. The scourge of scourges. Wow. Just wow. What a draw from them. What a draw from them. Let's see if we can beat it. Gonna be tough. We do find land. We do find Lolth. We really want to save this treasure. We can land this for 3, but that's not exactly gonna do it. I guess we can bind. Bind and get back the Ghast. Okay. Next turn we can Blood. So let's take out the thing that deals the most damage, rather than counting on a chump blocker. And that's you? Adversary, pump. Are we dead? It's really close. 1? 1's not 0. This doesn't kill everything. We'd have to block the aspirant, so let's do it like this. Innkeeps, let's get some life. Now what, mono white? Asha. Luminarch, sure. Is there some way these are gonna sneak through our defenses? We can get reach. Or we could sweep all this now. We gain some life. These die. I would love to have the Lolth down, but that might be greedy. Kill him. Could get 2 more life at another land. Containment breach can make a pass. Let's just get the exhibition and go big. All right. That's a card. I'm gonna Lolth up.
Darkness will my power is for
Hold the dispute. Land for the opponent. That's it. That's it. Nighttime is the right time. Just to concede. Okay. Let's go. Again, we've got the early game and we've got the red and 7, so what more could you want? I will lead on the tap land. I don't think it's that important to have eye twitch down. Innkeeper will gain us a little life, I hope. Sentinel gets in, but at least it's not making mana. Hack leader. Oh! Here's a little life. Do we want another one? I think the mana's more useful early. Let's keep the treasure to get out Ren and 7 or power up the massacre. They go straight to Chariot Town. Of course they do. Alright. Now what? Do we want Ren and 7? I think so. But I think... I don't want to plus it. Make sure that we hit land. I guess we're gonna hit another land for Meat Hook anyway. So I guess we do want the 4/4. It's risky though. The opponent has to have a Blizzard Brawl. They always have the Blizzard Brawl, right? 100%. I guess they'll still have trouble killing Ren though. Okay. Gross.
4.
Yeah, we might still be able to hook next turn. Do we chump the chariot or kill the chariot? Man. So we're definitely going to meat hook at some point. I just don't want there to be a chariot when it's done. Actually, we get to keep our tree folk if we hit the land drop, and we should because we get the first Wren. So this is the play. All right, any lands in the top 4? Just one. Just one. So, we massacre for 4. It kills their tree folk. On the other hand, we could try to defend for another turn by playing a binding and blowing up their Wren. We'll kill their Wren next turn. If we're not going to attack with this, we should attack with this, but this has reach. But maybe they won't block it. It's a little scary. And attacking face makes it much more takeable, you know, if they just want to take the damage. Yeah. So we kind of scam 1 point of damage. We'll see if that comes back in our favor. Triggers! Alright, what are we doing here? Containment. Contain! And now we have a 5/5 to block their chariot. Yes! Yes! Best plus ever of a Wren in 7. Absolute best plus ever. Shuffler, why do you love me today? Good work. I'm not used to it. I'll take it. Son of a... Okay. All right. Hard mode. Hard mode engaged. Double Wren. We lucked out. We really did. Now, are they going to throw away their chariot to make another 5/5? It's an interesting choice. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. They know about the they know about the containment breach too, so that's got to be driving the decision a bit. This is... We get to munch this for free. They get a second 5/5. We get... Oh, man. Hook them. All right, come on, draw a land. I mean, we got Wren, so we'll probably get a land. Bingo. All right. I attack your Wren. We'll see if they defend. Do you defend? No. Okay, that's a good choice. I was hoping they would. In that case, take out one of these. Play one of these. Make another one of these. Let's go. Let's frickin' go. They're down to 1 Blizzard Brawl in the deck. And they've spent 2 Wrens, so these tree folks should be gods in this world. Nothing? Mammoth. Alright, their creatures are here. There's a deadly dispute. Let's go get this land. These are 7s. How to do it. How to do it. I think we see what we can draw off the eye twitch. Let's go get one of these. Blood on the Snow. 8/8. 6/9. Yeah, trading with, like, killing their tree folk is probably pretty good. And then we can block on the way back with the Haven, or we can just blow it all up and get back Ren. Get him. I mean, that's a lethal attack. They've got to do some blocking. It's a big hit they're taking. Down to 7. Spicy play. Stops on the upkeep in case we want to give the Haven Death Touch. Like so. Not that it's important. It's not. Just wanted it to have... Just wanted to know what Death Touch felt like. Ah, Spectre. New James Bond movie coming soon. And we are back for the post-game wrap. And do you see any problem here? It says win rate 63%, 5-3, 38% on the draw, 38% on the play. This is why I say that stats are a scam. Win rates are a scam, guys. An absolute scam. Do you see any problem at all with this? Anyway, went through a lot of versions, just trying out several things with the deck, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Where I came to in the end is that I wanted more sweepers for best of 1 meta. Everybody's trying to go very, very wide. The boards are absolutely out of control, from the Scoot Swarms to the Mono Whites to the Mono Greens. Like, there's a lot of that going on in the meta, and the Werewolves as well. Just a lot of people trying to go wide. And the biggest problem that I had with this deck, even back in the 2022 days, is just, if you don't draw blood on the snow, sometimes they just get you. When you do draw blood on the snow, you're like really heavy favorite to win. So getting more Meat Hook Massacres into the deck, I think, is just a good move to, when you don't draw blood on the snow, you get this. You get kind of this endless reoccurring life and damage source so that you're slowly killing your opponent over time. Is it worth cutting one of our best friends, Skullport Merchant, from the deck entirely? That's tough, man. That's a tough one to answer. And maybe a couple of those still need to be in the deck somehow. And maybe Valky isn't that important. I haven't played the Cosmic Imposter in a minute. I think it only came down like once in the video. So I'm not really sure. But I think that the directions you can go with the deck by focusing on the very early game and the very late game and ignoring the middle, I think that's a lot of what made the deck good in 2022, and I think it can continue to do that in current meta. And yeah, that was kind of the secret. Treasures let you skip the middle game. Just skip the mid game and take over in the late game with big, powerful 5-mana Planeswalkers, 6 mana, destroy everything, make a Planeswalker, and maybe even Storming the Festival should be in this deck as well, over something like Valky. But that's, again, tough calls to make. So you at home, you get to decide. You get to cut a card here, add a card there, and let me know how it goes. And I look forward to hearing from you. So thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.